If you think you know what you know about Richmond, our intent here is for you to come and find out that you didn't know. A new neighborhood that you don't know about. There's a new person in our history you've never heard of.
We're the only museum in Richmond focused on the history of Richmond. We're offering an approach to history that you don't find many other places. For instance, there's a section inside where we ask questions and we say, so what do we produce as a city? And you look at things like craft beer or Reynolds tin foil or banking. And that's in the same spot where we talk about enslavement. Because at one time in Richmond's past, it was just as normal to go and purchase something as a store as it was to purchase a human being in Chocolate Bottom. And we want to be able to draw that parallel really clearly to people who are visiting.
The history of this institution is amazing. The Wickham House is an opportunity to peek into that period and understand what was happening in Richmond. In fact, this house and the city was built on the slave trade. That's part of the story that you can tell because that's when this house is around. And so it's not the regular story. It's a beautiful house. But if you put that extra lens on it and go, what was it like for the enslaved in this house? What was it like for Mrs. Wickham, who had 17 children? You know, what does all of that look like? The Valentine really is encouraging these conversations that no one else is doing, and doing it with powerful objects that'll enable us to tell that story.
Because we're one of the oldest museums in Richmond, we have a diverse collection, and we hope that people, when they come in, they'll see their stories reflected.
The museum has been collecting since 1898. Richmond's population has changed exponentially since that time. If you don't see yourself reflected in a museum, you're not going to naturally assume that that museum wants your family's belongings. We want to change that. I am actively seeking materials to better reflect the complex population and experience of Richmond.
We all need to be reminded that there's a much more complicated story to Richmond. Certainly there are proud moments in our history, but those proud moments live simultaneously with some very difficult things. And that for us to be the kind of place we want to become, we need to understand that it's a complex story.
The Valentine offers more than 400 Richmond City tours a year and community programs. It also includes the Valentine First Freedom Center, which is located on the same corner where Virginia's General Assembly met in secret during the American Revolution.